A house fire in Vista leaves 10 people displaced. What officials are saying about the origin of this fire.
Did our best to grab what you need and go, go, go.
A brush fire threatens homes and the dangerous weather conditions continue this morning.
I can't tell you how thrilling those moments are.
New video from the deep ocean could tell us more about how to protect it.
And we are working for you, keeping you safe this Halloween and finding the best spots to trick or treat. It's 6 a.m. on Tuesday, October 31st, and you are up with CBS 8.
Fire crews are once again on high alert here on this Tuesday. A wind advisory is in effect. Glad you're with us at 6 a.m. I'm Eric Connert.
And I'm Netta Irampor. Thanks so much for joining us here on CBS 8. And just yesterday, a fire broke out in the Rancho Bernardo area, forcing some people to have to leave their homes. So we do want to get a check of your forecast here this morning. Meteorologist Evan Narani standing by to let us know about this high fire danger that we're under.
Exactly. I mean, Santa Ana winds have continued to stay active all night. We're currently still seeing gusts around the 50-mile-per-hour range. Look at Alpine right now. 54 miles per hour is where they're at as we speak, so it is not letting up much overnight. Santa Ana winds remain active through 8 p.m. today. That's when that wind advisory expires. It's going to help to drive down our humidity and drive up our afternoon high temperatures. So you can see how we're warming up to the 80s this afternoon, a high of 83 degrees along our coastline. Plenty of sunshine out there, but as the kids head out for trick-or-treating, take a look at how those temperatures are going to fall. Sunset coming at 5:58 p.m. We're looking at temperatures primarily in the upper 60s around that time. Coming up, we'll talk about the cool down we'll get beyond these Santa Anas and dive a little deeper into this trick-or-treating forecast. Back to you.
Evan, thank you very much. And to keep up with the latest fire weather conditions and any weather alerts while you're on the go, download the CBS 8 app from Google Play or the App Store. And now we do have breaking news here this morning. Crews are trying to figure out what started an apartment fire in Linda Vista.
This broke out overnight in the 7,000 block of Tate Street, and CBS 8's Regina Yarita is there now with some new information she just got here. Regina?
Yeah, well, definitely a scary situation for the people living in this apartment building right behind me, seeing their home on fire. Crews have wrapped up right now, but I want to get to video of what it looked like just a couple of minutes ago. So fire crews about 30 minutes ago, they had over a dozen firefighters at this scene cleaning up the mess that this fire left. You can see several fire engines. Police had to block off the street for a couple hours as crews worked to extinguish the fire. Now, San Diego Fire Department tells me no one was in the right corner of that room. That's where the fire started, but no one was in there. Everyone who lives in that building was evacuated safely. No one was injured. So here's what we know so far. The call came in at 2 a.m. and by the time crews arrived on scene, the right corner of that room of that building was fully engulfed. Officials are still investigating how that fire started. What we do know is 4 families live in that building. 10 people are displaced this morning. Because of how quickly the flames spread, there are damages to each unit of that building. Now back here live, as I said, no one was injured. Everyone thankfully was evacuated safely, but definitely a very scary situation for the people living here who had to leave their home during that early morning. And of course, the people living here saw that very active scene. For now, the street is back open for the public, but police are still investigating how that fire started. For now, I'm live in Linda Vista. Regina Yorita, CBS 8.
Gina, thank you. And this morning, residents are back home after a brush fire in Rancho Bernardo. This started at 3 p.m. along Interstate 15. It burned about 5 acres. People were evacuated when the fire threatened a community in Caminito, Cantilena.
Keep all your stuff prepped and ready to go, to be honest with you, because you don't know what those coals and ambers that are up on that hillside, what may happen.
Yeah, some good advice. I actually had to cancel my baseball practice because this thing still had smoke in the air at the time. Crews have been on the scene overnight to put out any of the hot spots. Fortunately, nobody injured in this. This morning in Riverside County, crews are trying to get a hold of the Highland fire. It's grown now to 1,200 acres since it started yesterday afternoon in Iguanga. It's been fueled by these Santa Ana winds. Right now, 0% contained. Several structures have been destroyed in this, and some communities have been ordered to evacuate.
New information this morning on the victims of Saturday's shooting inside Novo Brazil Brewing at the Otai Ranch Mall. A 16-year-old was hit in the leg. Police say he was involved in the argument that led to the gunfire. 3 other innocent bystanders were hurt as well. Everybody is expected to survive this. Police now say only 1 suspect opened fire, and that person's still on the run. Right now, officers are conducting extra patrols around the mall. And we are working for you. We want to make sure your family is safe while you're out trick-or-treating. So here's a look at what experts are saying. Make sure an adult accompanies young kids while trick-or-treating, and make a plan if your older kid is going on their own. Review a route with familiar, well-lit areas with plenty of street lighting. Choose a specific time they should return home, and remind them to never enter a stranger's house or never go in a stranger's car. Choose costumes that are not too long and are labeled as fire resistant. Add reflective tape to costumes and bags so people can see them. And the San Diego Police Department recommends using glow sticks or flashlights to make it easier for drivers to see all these trick-or-treaters. It gets dark early. Drivers also, heads up to you, slow down, take extra time looking for kids at intersections and driveways. They're all excited and sugared up, so they may run across the street. Also, never drive distracted or impaired, of course. And there are a ton of events all around San Diego. Downtown, here are a few on your screen, from Carlsbad to El Cajon. We have a full list of Halloween happenings on our website at cbs8.com, the homepage right there, so it's easy to find. Coming up here at 6:30, we will be live at one of the best neighborhoods to go trick-or-treating. Is it your neighborhood? Plus, someone will be revealing their costume here in just a few minutes. So it's great to see how many options there are, starting at 3 p.m., by the way, for some of these
early on.
I like that, yeah.
I mean, I never did any trick-or-treating until sunset.
Yeah.
I felt like it had to be dark out there, but the good news is the sun sets at 5:58 p.m.
That's the start time for my kids.
I don't know if that's ever good news, but the good news is that the time change is less than a week away.
Right.
So if you're not a big fan of that, late start to the morning and early end to the day, then that switches up on us in a week. So,
but for tonight, I mean, right when that sun sets, are you thinking it's going to be
temperatures
chilly?
it won't be around 5:58, so like 6 p.m. or so. Temperatures are going to be in the about mid-60s. So I wouldn't say chilly, but temperatures will fall pretty rapidly following the 6 o'clock hour. 7 p.m. we could be in the upper 50s, especially off toward our inland valleys. So that's where we're really going to be watching out for that kind of dramatic shift in temperatures, is those temperatures are going to fall rapidly after sunset. But if you're out there around 6, 7 p.m., you should be fine, especially because we've got those afternoon high temperatures mostly in about the 80s or so to keep us warm, at least for a bit. Take a look. This is part of the reason why those afternoon high temperatures are so warm. Santa Ana winds are all active. Wind gusts in the 30 to 40 mile per hour range this afternoon. Sustained speeds 20 to 30 miles per hour. That arrow showing the direction of wind, those winds are still coming from the northeast. That's warm, dry air. In turn, look at Santee and El Cajon this afternoon, 86 degrees on that afternoon high. But again, don't let this fool you, because these are going to come around 2 p.m. versus when you head out for trick-or-treating around 5, 6 p.m. That's when we're going to be mainly in the 60s out there. 71 for La Jolla this afternoon, 80 for San Diego, 83 for National City. We'll take you up to North County, 79 for Carlsbad, 81 for Oceanside, 85 for Fallbrook, Vista, San Marcos, Rancho. Looking pretty warm out there as you get toward the afternoon stretch. And then the chilly temperatures. Look at the mountains and deserts. I mean, what a discrepancy. Mount Laguna is going for a high today of 55 degrees. Julian 66, Borrego Springs 79. So a big difference depending on where you are. If you are trick-or-treating out there in areas like Julian, expect it to be much chillier earlier on in the day, because already right now is a pretty good indication of where we're going. We're at 51 right now at 6 a.m., so overnight lows, they are quite chilly out there. Let's take a look at traffic as we start off your 6 o'clock hour here, 6:09 on the clock. And so far, things on the roads are pretty quiet with the exception of just one trouble spot. Taking you just north of Escondido, we've got some trouble on the 15 southbound. Look at the red and orange popping up there. So crash at Deer Springs Road, causing some pretty decent backups. We're going to check in with CHP, see what is causing those delays, whether or not they've got lanes blocked, because you can see there is plenty of stop and go traffic just around that Hidden Meadows area. Also want to show you drive times as you head out for the morning commute. San Ysidro, Port of Entry, 100-minute wait is what we're looking at, an hour 40. Otay Mesa, Port of Entry, going to take you 90 minutes in total. Netta, Eric, back to you.
Thank you so much, Evan. And still ahead here, the main mass shooter was not supposed to handle guns. What else authorities are now revealing?
Plus, why Israel's prime minister says there will not be a ceasefire. And a never-before-seen glimpse of the deep ocean, how it could help us protect the environment.